Good day, this 203rd day, meaningful moments, 365 days, spent. Have you ever had that experience? You've lived through a phase, you've watched something grow, and then you recognize that it now is spent. That experience came to me and is the meaningful moment for today when I stepped out and I checked on my pots. It's been really busy this week, and we had a couple of different plants that were really struggling with the heat and also with the storms that came a few weeks ago. That was the first time that they really were sort of battered around and had received like damage. They got waterlogged, the wind blew them, shook them, and this particular plant, these two hanging plants we have, are a little bit more on the fragile side. They're not as sturdy as some of the other flower varieties. And we tended to them and cared for them. It looked like they had revived. And then this week, the heat came in, and it looked like it was caught between a little bit of the frailness from the last storm to the heat that came. And then when I got out today, I could just see that some of the under parts of the plant were just withered and spent. And there was a time that, I would have fretted over that transition that happened. But today, I honored that plant. And I took away all the dry, withered areas, and I held it with such loving care and released that energy that was there contained in that plant. Blessed it for all the little bit of green and vibrant pieces of that life that is still there. And then I let it go off back to Mother Earth. And in this process, I couldn't help but think of how many things in life are like that. To value the lifespan, and then when it runs out, the life energy force, and it's appearingly spent in the physical form, to just allow it to move through. And still, there is life coming forth from it. We just don't see it right then in that moment, because what's more obvious is that it's spent. And there was such a peace that emanated from that whole process, and being witness to that, to stand there and see that, and to love that plant just as it was, as it is, as it will be. And just to honor those transitions. And I think about that with so many things in life. If we can just look at these cycles in a way that allows us to accept, really find the acceptance and the peace deeply rooted in the forces of life, and how we are connected with all of it. And nature points it out to us so beautifully. And for whatever that means to you today, honoring you being here, watching this perfect moment, and all that fullness of the thriving and the spent, and that circle that goes round and round here on this eve of another full moon. Aho.